Digital transformation is an ever-evolving and continuous journey. The pace of change, innovation, and the sheer volumes of data that's being generated is growing exponentially. And the data center landscape is also changing in line with everything else. So with so much more data being generated, distributed in edge locations, and with the emergence of new technologies and trends such as IoT or the Internet of Things, edge computing, artificial intelligence, the list goes on. We're seeing many organizations struggling during this transformation journey, being held back due to perhaps dependence on legacy infrastructure and systems that are potentially complex to manage, that perhaps can't scale to meet the new demands. And we honestly believe that modernizations of one's data center infrastructure is a key enabler to supporting organizations along this journey.
By partnering with other organizations to host the data and to put it in the cloud makes sense. It's because it's that skill around knowing the security, your upgrades, your patches, your OSs, integrating it all together sometimes becomes so complex that if you don't have it in-house, then let somebody else assist you so that you can focus on your core business. And your core business might not be IT, it might be delivering client services in other ways, and it frees up your time to do that. And it's really just considering it all in all. Those kind of factors and the difficulty in understanding what this whole word cloud means to the world is also, it's a big kind of milestone that everybody needs to kind of circumvent.
One of the challenges that we face is that, the databases in government, they are so disjointed, so now we've been working on creating the APIs to make sure that at least those databases can talk to each other by using the APIs. And then from there on, we can start migrating all of them, most of them to the cloud-based infrastructure, which is hosted at least by one service provider, which is SITA, which is the State Information Technology Agency, which is also the government agency. So that is the road that we are currently taking.
Because we are also a public sector, and because of the regulations of Treasury, it does take a long time to actually get anything approved. So we are going to go cloud and a little bit of physical, but mainly cloud, 80% cloud.
Well, we have legacy applications, in-house core operation systems that were written on a modular level 15 years ago. And, to migrate all the small modules that have now created a big cohesive set, we are in the market looking for those kind of solutions as well, so that we can go with a big bang approach and have a modernized enterprise system for ourselves. But yeah, it's not that easy to accomplish.
Yeah, no, exactly. You put your finger right on it there. When you are coming to the end of life with your infrastructure, what are you doing? You're sweating those assets as long as you can. How are you going about modernizing your infrastructure?
You have a principle of cloud first, but realistically speaking, it always doesn't also make financial sense to do it.
And the real benefit of a modernized technologies is when you do it with the business process, with the people in an entire entity to derive that business value. So now, we're seeing a huge amount of value to all elements of the business in terms of the revenues, the growth, plus the way the data is being managed. Less risk, less fraud, and tightly automated and integrated systems that are delivering all of this.
There are solutions, and people have found ways to work around those solutions and to transform into providing more value to their business and organizations and to their consumers.